Child, the mental gymnastics a Mad Hatter goes through. So let me get this straight. Now that you know the statistics do fit, white, young, male, raised conservative, raised with a religion, life stealer. Checks the boxes. But now that you know, he could have been your child. He's a kid. At 22 years old, he's a kid. He's a boy. What?
But looks like they found Charlie Kirk's killer, a 22-year-old baby.
Oh, my bad. You called him a baby. A young man who is able to vote, go into the military, buy his own pack of cigarettes, and purchase a bottle of liquor is a baby. What did your daddy call a 14-year-old black child? Oh, wait a second. Let me show you. There you go. Let's see. A gang member, a local thug, a criminal. And what did he want to do to 14-year-olds, who are 8 years younger than a 22-year-old? Prosecute them as adults. Oh, the caucasity, the hypocrisy, the lunacy. Oh, wait, you weren't done. Let's check out what else you said.
And flabbergasted. What happened to our youth? What happened to this kid? Where was he radicalized? This is just horrific. This 22-year-old kid was the person who murdered Charlie Kirk.
That's quite the emphasis you had on the word kid. Twice. And in the same sentence as schmurder. I don't know. Something about that doesn't seem right. Because what do you Mad Hatters think about black children? Let's find out.
These are hardcore criminals. We took many people off the streets of Washington, D.C. They're hardcore. They're not going to be good. In 10 years, in 20 years, in 2 years, they're going to be criminals. They were born to be criminals, frankly. They were born to be criminals, and they're tough and mean, and they'll cut your throat, and they won't even think about it the next day. They won't even remember that they did it. And we're not going to have...
Oh my, what a disparity. What a contradiction. What a hypocrisy. What blatant racism. Oh, wait, you're still not done, huh? All right, let's go.
I have children in their 20s that a 22-year-old would have the capacity or want to do something like this.
Oh, that's what it takes. They get to be human beings because they could have came out yo stuff. What? All of a sudden, a 22-year-old, a child in their 20s, is suddenly incapable of being a monster? Never mind that he was 200 yards away, apparently. I don't know if you know anything about distance, but that would be 2 entire football fields. Yeah. And landed in one single shot, being able to take away someone's existence on this side of the earth. But they're incapable. Can't imagine. Oh my God, flabbergasted. Why was he radicalized? I'm really curious how you think he got radicalized. Oh, wait. You have that too. Hold on. Let's see what you think. Well, not think. That might be too generous of a word.
I think that as a nation, what we need to do now is pray. We know what his motive was. Clearly, he etched things on those bullets that align with the left. and align with their radical ideology, spewing the hate that they always spew. I'm done being quiet.
No, please. Please continue being quiet. Please. Because, honey, nothing that comes out of your mouth makes sense. Oh, yeah, you went further on to blame college for him being radicalized and wanting to get rid of a person who was, what did you say? Spewing hate. Hey, let's hear his words. And you tell me who's spewing hate, lies, misinformation, and deliberate disinformation.
What BLM stands for: burn, loot, and murder.
Yeah, DEI stands for one of the biggest. Didn't earn it.
Oh, but wait, it gets better. And by better, I just simply mean more blatant.
I like the war on drugs. Blacks commit more crimes than whites do. They commit more murders. They commit more arsons. They commit more kidnappings. That's not a war on drugs. That's a culture problem.
Oh my. Something about this smells as badly as your daddy's diaper. You know, I really didn't care who the person was. I'm glad they got him. Of course, because having someone with that much skill on the streets, running loose, it can be a scary thing, especially when they look like you and they are getting rid of people who think like you. That's got to be terrifying to imagine yourself actually being in the other people's shoes, where this time it's you who gets to be the victim instead of constantly being the perpetrator. And yet you still took this moment to make sure that you held at least a verbal weapon to demean people again who had nothing to do with this. Not a single thing. Because, you called him a kid, right? And one of those casings that was etched said, if you read this, you are GAY. That sounds like such a Bart Simpson joke. Oh my God, he's so funny. Such a funny little boy. How is that ideology? Boys will be boys. 22-year-old boys. Undeveloped frontal lobe boys who have been given and taught how to handle a metallic weapon like a marksman. I wonder where he learned that at. Couldn't have been in college. You should probably go wake your daddy and tell him you need the National Guard to protect you from this dangerous city. Sleep well.